Hello, welcome to your weekly Pick Your Crystal reading here at Soulprint. Thank you so very, very much for being here. This is for the week of February 11th through the 17th. So, kind of in the middle of this week is Valentine's Day. And, Valentine's Day has a way of I don't know. It sort of brings a lot of actual sadness to a lot of people because if you're not in a partnership or, you've recently lost somebody and are not going to or wanting to be in a partnership, whatever it is, there's kind of like this feeling of loneliness and, well, why can't I have that? Um, this is the thing. I always try to remember that Valentine's really is sort of a made up commercial holiday. Having said that, on Valentine's Day, if you are not in a relationship, or if maybe you're not even looking for a relationship, it's a really great day to love yourself. Do something nice for you. Maybe go buy yourself a red rose or a little chocolate treat. And think about for a moment the variety of loves that you do have in your life. Whether that is friends or families or our amazing four-legged creatures, whatever it is, bring that emotion to you and don't get caught up in the sort of commercialism of it. Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of myself here. Okay, so today we're working with orange, purple, yellow. They're really pretty crystals, actually. So pick the one, all right, fine, lay down. Pick the one that resonates the most with you for, as I said, February 11th through the 17th. It may be one, it may be two, sometimes it might even be all three. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with this lovely orange. I really like this crystal. It's actually one of my favorites. I love the variety of orangey tones in it. Alrighty, here we go. Hold on, I did this backwards. You might say, how does she know that? Well, I know that because I know when I laid out the cards what they were. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're starting with the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords. So in both cases, the cups, which we know are emotions, I'm talking about the five and the eight. It talks about sort of disappointment, sometimes having to leave a situation. The thing about the Five of Cups, though, is that there are still two cups standing. He's just not looking at them because the figure seems to be very sad and disappointed or despondent about the cups that have already fallen over. So, as this week moves forward, it's important that while you acknowledge it, acknowledge perhaps the losses or the disappointments of the past, that you make sure that you remember that there are still two standing cups. Now, moving on to the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is a card of, the ultimate emotional happiness. It is about, love. It's about family. It is about really all of the amazing things that we want and we look for in terms of in terms of our emotional well-being. It's about, happy home. It's about a happy life. It's a happy relationship. Now, the Eight of Cups, following that, is kind of interesting because the Eight of Cups very often represents recognizing that it's time to move on or, a situation has sort of run its course. Now, I'm not suggesting everybody who's in a happy relationship should run off and cancel it. But what I am saying is that perhaps there was a reason that there was an ending. Perhaps it wasn't an ending. Perhaps it is, your feelings about the relationship. But there's definitely an energy here of looking forward to what the future is bringing. He needs to look at the existing cups, need to focus on the happiness and the emotional fulfillment and contentment and love and that kind of energy. And sometimes it means you walk away, but the focus should not be on the walking away. The focus should be on the looking forward to. And listen, not emotional happiness does not only come from love. It can come from success in your employment or your career. It can come from having a happy neighborhood environment where you feel supported and etc. So there's all kinds of energy around that, but really the message is it's time to look forward. You know what you want, what you want to bring into your life or reclaim, which is this happiness. It's time to look forward. Perhaps it's even time to move on. Maybe it's just time to let the past stay in the past. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, as you know, is sort of that really kind of efficient person. It's an efficient energy. She is very perceptive. She is sort of a no-nonsense type. It's like she sets her goals and she moves forward, which is exactly what this reading is sort of talking about, right? It's like, it's time now to move forward. It's time now to, plot a new course, bring into your life the things that are going to bring you happiness and fulfillment. There you go. Alrighty. Now, this lavender, this amethyst. Okay. The Fool, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. Okay. So the Fool is blind leaps of faith. Sometimes it's about, for God's sakes, walk, where you're watch where you're walking. You're going to trip over your own feet. But in this instance, it really is about being ready to take that leap of faith, that first step. Queen of Pentacles here is sort of, it's like she wants you to know that you can do this. You have your own resources. You are capable. You are strong. You are nurturing. You are loving. And you really can plot your own direction, plot your own course, make your own leaps of faith, make your own choices. The Seven of Wands is reminding you that really, even though it may not feel like it, you have the high ground. And even if you have to explain yourself to others or defend your positions, the reality is you are in control. You're in charge. You're the one who has the high ground in this situation. You're going to end up with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is that bringing forward that new energy, that loving energy, that hopeful energy. It is about new emotional beginnings. If you have not listened to the previous reading with the orange crystal, I encourage you to listen to it because this almost feels like sort of part B to that part A. So what this is talking about overall is you are capable, you are strong, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going. Ask yourself, is it time to take that leap of faith? Are you ready? Are you ready to welcome new emotional happiness? And if you are, know that between the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles, you are supported to be able to go forward and do it. And again, this doesn't have to be about love or relationships. Sometimes it can be satisfaction in a career. Sometimes it can be, something that goes on within your family dynamics that sort of allows things to settle down and go forward in a more positive way. Whatever area of your life this applies to, this really is a very encouraging set of cards. All right. And set this sort of buttery yellow one. Here we go. The Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Two of Wands, the Hangman. Okay. I have to say that this set of cards honestly really does feel like a continuation of the first two readings. So, you may want to give those a listen to. Not very often does that happen where sort of one flows into the next and flows into the next, but every once in a while it does happen. Alrighty, Ten of Pentacles. This is about, the family. It is about resources. It is about, sometimes it can be about big corporations, but this really does feel like this is about the family. It can be about an inheritance. It can be about sort of, some new exciting things that are going on within the family. It can, represent financial success, financial security, material safety. The Lovers. You're talking about a partnership here. This may be within a marriage or a bonded pair, but this may also be a business partnership or, two friends who have that, that energy of being able to come together and work together for a common goal. The Two of Wands, you're talking about kind of the initial part of this journey has been started. And sometimes the initial part really is simply about, your words and your actions reflecting your words. He's looking out. He's looking for this new energy to come forward. And there's the Hangman. Now, the Hangman typically means, one of sort of two things. Either it is about shifting your perspective so you can see things from another angle, or it is letting you know that there is going to be a pause or a period of time before everything comes together. Sometimes when we get cards like this that basically say wait, or hold on, or it's not going as fast as you want, it can be really disappointing. But it's always super important to remember that we want our new beginnings, whatever they are and whatever area of our life they impact. We want them to be built on a solid and firm foundation. And sometimes that just takes a little bit of time. So better for things to come to you and unfold slowly and in a way that creates that solid foundation than to try to rush and then end up with something that isn't built on solid ground, and it cracks and it falls and it breaks, and you end up kind of with that tower energy. So what you have here is some really, really lovely energy about, moving forward. It can be about, new beginnings, because the Ten of Pentacles also pertains to inheritances, successful legal battles, that sort of thing. It could be that there is, an inheritance or a sum of money, a gift that has come to you, and that is going to allow you to start a new endeavor, a new relationship, a new project. You know what it is. It's time to start thinking about moving forward, make sure that you have looked at things from all angles and understand that if it unfolds slowly and gradually, that is really, really okay too. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you ever so much for being here. Enjoy the week ahead. Surround yourself with lots of love and good thoughts. And I look forward to seeing you here next week. Bye bye.